Hi everyone, and welcome to day 4, 7 days, 7 characters. I'm Joe Dulude II, makeup designer and makeup artist. So you may be wondering today why I'm wearing something so sparkly. Well, the reason is that today I am going to show you how to do the makeup for one of the Showgirl ghosts from the musical Follies. Now, I loved working on this musical at the Kennedy Center on Broadway, at the Ahmanson in LA. It was an incredible group of designers and also an incredible group of performers. So I found my face chart, my old face chart for it. So this is what we're going to recreate today. Now the concept of this was that these Showgirl ghosts that inhabited this theater that was being torn down were deteriorating just like the theater itself. So that's why there's sort of that smudgy makeup look. So that's going to be really fun to do. So let's start off. First, of course, we're going to start off with our Skindinavia makeup primer spray. Spray that all over. Next, because I have bigger eyebrows and I want to do those thin sort of period eyebrows, I am going to cover my eyebrows with the Elmer's glue stick in purple. Now, for those of you that saw day 2 in Madame Morrible, you've seen this, but if you haven't, here's what you do. Take the glue stick and go against the direction of the eyebrow hair. So in towards the inner corner of your eye and then down towards the eye. Then what I like to do is just do a circular motion to make sure I've covered all the hair, and then go back in the direction of the eyebrows themselves. Once that's done, you take a clean mascara spoolie and brush your hair up so that it lies flat going up. So, now that my glue is dried, I am going to use the Ben Nye Neutral Set Loose Powder and powder over them. Now that they're powdered, what we're going to need to do is color correct. So I am going to use the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover in W1. I'm going to put some of that on my palette. Once that's done, powder over again. Look that we're going for is a more spectral, sort of ghostly, ethereal look. So I'm going to use first the Danessa Myricks Illuminating Veil in Synergy. So this is a cream that has a bit of a shimmer to it, and this one's a little bit more on the lavender side. So I'm going to do that as an underlayer to create a sheen on my skin. Then I'm going to go in with my Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover in N1. There we go, it has a bit of a sheen to it. I'm going to lightly powder down. Okay, now we're ready to move on to my eyebrows. So I want to do these sort of nice, thin, period eyebrows, a little bit sort of 1920s, 1930s. So I'm going to do it in black with my angled brush from my Viseart Let me try that again. From my Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. Now, if you're too afraid to go in with the black right away, you can use a taupe pencil so you can get the shape of the eye that you want. All right, next step, I'm going to use the lightest color in this palette for my eyelid. Now, with my pencil brush, I'm going to go in with this sort of purpley brown, and I'm going to create a bit of a sad eye. So I'm coming close to where the eyebrow meets there. So you just want to have it come down at an angle. Now, with a bit of this warmer color, this warmer brown, I'm going to go in and add that into the crease and blend it out. Now, with the dark gray, I'll define the crease a little bit more. And then I'll go in with my black. Now, with this lighter color, I'm going to just do some circles under my eyes. I'm also going to use it to contour my nose and to contour my cheeks. Now notice I only did the contour right here because I just want that to look sunken in. So, next step, let's do our liner. So I'm going to go in with the angled brush and black. Then I'm going to go in with my Smolder Eye pencil from MAC to darken it a little bit. Right, so if you notice I extended out a little bit. Now when you're doing this for stage and you're doing this much dark around your eyes, you really need to extend the eye makeup out a little bit so it pulls your eyes apart. Otherwise, because it's so dark, it can make your eyes look really, really close together. So our next step is I'm going to move on to lashes. So I'm going to be using the Alcone 301s and of course my Duo adhesive. I'm going to put some of the Duo adhesive onto my palette, and with my pointy Q-tip, I'm going to apply it to my lash. So while the lashes are drying, I'm going to move on to my lips. So I'm going to use this Pat McGrath pencil called Deep Void. Obviously I use this a lot because it's so tiny. So I'm going for a little bit more of a period lip. So I did a little bow here and then I kind of came in and down. So it gives it a little bit of a fuller look. And then I am going to use the same color in a Pat McGrath lipstick, which I have in this palette, and it's also called Deep Void. So it's kind of like a dark purple. And there we are for the lips. So my lashes should be dry enough. Again, start on the inner corner. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more of that lighter brown. And then a little highlight up in here. Now, we're almost done, but here comes the really fun part. So I'm going to use this black from the Creative Makeup, and we add a little bit of water to that. And now I'm going to make it look like my makeup is running down my face. And also I'm going to do it to my eyebrow, because I don't want it to just look like mascara is running, but I also want it to look like the makeup is sort of just blobbing up. And this stuff is great because you can have a lot of control over it. It goes on very highly pigmented. So I really love these colors from Creative Makeup. So, almost done. Now normally, one of the Follies girls would be wearing a giant headdress. So, they were in brass, they were in gold. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this gold, this is the Makeup Forever Flash Color Palette. And I'm gonna just put some here, as if my headdress was running down and melting onto my face as well. Mix in a little bit of brown. And there you have it, the Follies Showgirl Ghost. So thank you so much for joining me today on day 4, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5.